Hello everyone, this is Ericksonian, the cognitive consultant. I help people manage their weight, reduce their anxiety, and improve their performance. And today, I'm going to have another casual discussion about a topic that I've read about since years, and it is anybody who's read about or studied hypnosis reads about this person, reads about this kind of hypnotherapy as well. I am of course talking about Ericksonian hypnosis and Erickson himself. Milton Erickson is considered a legend in hypnotherapy circles. He is considered one of the godfathers of hypnotherapy. And he created or established a form of hypnosis that is very unconventional. In fact, the best way to describe Ericksonian hypnosis is conversational hypnosis, because what he used to do was to use suggestions like regular hypnotherapists use, but with the person's eyes opened. Not all the time, but very often. Very often he would undertake hypnotherapy, conversational hypnotherapy, while simply talking to the person in a regular talk session or talk therapy session. But it was very unconventional in the way he used those suggestions and the way he did that hypnotherapy. In fact, what Erickson did was so much in regular conversation, and what he did is inspired so much of conversational hypnotherapy that in fact his elements, his ideas, his scripts, his suggestions were also used to create NLP itself. NLP, in a way, essentially comes from the idea of Erickson, of the way you use suggestions in a regular conversation. Now, Erickson sometimes, if you read his books, and I've read some of his books and his cases, sometimes these sessions would go on for hours. I mean, he has recorded a session that went on for 3 hours, which is, I know it's not unusual in hypnotherapy, but still, it's a long time. And for him, it was very common to go on and do these sessions for hours and hours, using every trick in the book that he created, using every way he can to influence and suggest a particular mode of action. But he was so clever and unconventional that some of the things that he's done it's just clever. For example, someone once asked Erickson, what happens when a client cannot go into a trance? What happens? Because Erickson used to do open eyes hypnosis, but also used to do regular trance-induced hypnosis. And someone asked him, what happens when a person is not going into trance? What do you do? And his only answer was that I keep on talking to them until I bore them into a trance. And boring someone into a trance just makes a lot of sense for somebody who's resistant, because all you really want the person to do is to just give up of his senses, close their eyes, and just let go. And that is what happens when you bore somebody into a trance. So the way he used these suggestions was very, very clever. And there are many other ideas that you can find in any regular book or article online, so I don't want to go into it. But the actual question that becomes for anybody who's learning hypnotherapy, anybody who wants to take hypnotherapy for a problem is Ericksonian hypnosis better than any other form of hypnosis? Is Ericksonian hypnotherapy more effective? Now, if you're a hypnotherapy practitioner or wanting to become one, you would want to know that. Or if you're considering a hypnotherapist, you would want to know that. Is an Ericksonian hypnotherapist better? My answer would be actually yes and no, it depends really. As a practitioner, I think it depends on you, whether Ericksonian hypnosis and the way it's done matches your personality style or your healing modality or whatever you've been practicing before. Does it match that? Does it match your temperament? If so, go ahead with it. If you feel comfortable, go ahead with it. As somebody who's undertaking hypnotherapy, there's really no answer. I wouldn't say that Ericksonian hypnosis is better than regular hypnosis. However, if you have a problem going to trance, or problem letting go, perhaps it is better if you go to somebody who's an Ericksonian hypnotherapist and he can have a conversational hypnotherapy session with you. Perhaps that is more effective. So there is no clear-cut answer. It just depends from person to person and situation to situation. I won't say Ericksonian hypnotherapy is more effective, But what it has given the world of hypnotherapy is more ideas, more techniques to apply in different situations that can become very effective. And his ideas can even work for people who do not consider themselves Ericksonian hypnotherapists. But his ideas can still be relevant in many ways. So that was my take on Ericksonian hypnotherapy. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment below. If you want to private message me, go ahead. But that was my short take on what Ericksonian hypnotherapy is and is it more effective or not. And I hope it helped you all. All right, this was Umair Osman, the cognitive consultant, and I will see you next time.